Hello. Oh my God, this background. You're a Vietnam.
Yes.
Nice meeting you. How are you? Where is your son? Is he outside with your parents?
My son?
Yeah.
No, no, no. He's playing with my niece.
Oh, your
À,
niece.
not niece, not my niece. Sorry. Niece. Cháu gái là cái
Nephew.
gì?
Nephew.
Nephew. Nephew là cháu
Ủa?
gái.
Ủa không? Như niece là cháu gái chị, còn nephew là cháu
Nephew
trai.
là đúng rồi, chính Nephew là cháu
Em
trai.
nhớ là niece là cháu gái. Okay. So today is top notch 3.
Vâng.
In unit 1 is this book is purple. Usually the other book is red and this one is purple. And this one is to make small talk. Okay, so we have 4 communication goals. One is to make small talk and 2 is to describe a busy schedule. 3 is to develop your cultural awareness and 4 discuss how culture changes over time. Okay, so for unit 1, this is the free view about make small talk. So we have this thing. So this is an email, I think, from Rowan Paper International sent January 2nd. Okay, to all affiliated. Okay. So the subject is annual meeting, Bangkok, Thailand, March 24th to 27th. So this is a meeting etiquette. So, since we all come together from different traditions and cultures, here are some guidelines to make this meeting run smoothly. So, please arrive promptly for meetings and dress in business casual, no ties or jackets required. However, no denim or shorts, please. Women should feel free to wear slacks and please refrain from making or taking calls or texting during meetings. Put all phones on vibrate mode. If you have an urgent call, please step outside into the corridor. And the note is to please treat everyone on a first name basis. And for your information, FYI, cái này một cái viết tắt của for your information, yeah. Food is international style. All meals will provide non-meat options. If you have a special dietary requirement, please speak with Miss Ponthie at the front desk. Cái này là người Thái nè. So see attached meeting agenda for advanced planning. So this is the Rowan Paper International. This is the agenda, March 24th, 8:30 is to have a breakfast buffet at the Salon Bangkok, and 9:15 welcome and opening remarks Philippine Martin President and CEO at the ballroom. And 9:45 is the fourth quarter results and discussion agenda. Angela De Groot, CFO, and also at the ballroom. And coffee break at 10:30. And at 11, International Outlook and Integrated Marketing Plan, Sergio Montenegro is also at the ballroom. And 12 o'clock is luncheon at the gallery. And at 2 p.m. is regional marketing plans, US and Canada group in Salon A, Mexico and Central America group in Salon B, Caribbean group Salon C, South America, Southern Corn and Ends groups Salon D, and Brazil Salon E. So this is the entire plan. So we already read that. So this one is to summarize the anti-quick guidelines for an international business meeting. Write 4 statements beginning with don't. Okay, do you want to read it again before you give me a summarize? Sau đó mình cho em cái tóm tắt. And then you will write 4 statements beginning with don't. Okay, sau đó mình sẽ viết 4 câu. Bắt đầu với don't. Biết nào mình mới có thành viên mới.
Cái gì vậy má?
Biết nào mình mới có bạn học chung với chị á.
Ờ. Ờ. Nhi là đến như một cơn gió.
Ừ, nhanh thiệt á, em nhớ mới có chắc tháng.
Hồi hôm trước là thế bảo là còn 4 buổi nữa thì nghĩ thời chắc cũng học được 4 buổi nhau, cuối cùng là nghỉ hoài
Nghỉ
nghỉ mãi.
luôn. Chị nghỉ luôn là sau bữa đó là chị nhắn em là cho chị nghỉ luôn, tại chị bận gì á, chị về trễ nên chị thôi chị cho nghỉ luôn.
Học
Buồn.
ngược giờ nhau khó lắm.
Ừ, buồn, làm sao buồn. Giờ nhớ chị Hiền quá.
Ủa hôm trước chị thấy hình như chị Hiền chị bảo là chị quay lại đúng không, nhưng mà học lớp khác à?
Không, chị đâu có đâu. Chị Hiền
Ủa?
nói là bận 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 đi làm á tới 9 giờ tối về á mệt quá nên chị không có học được.
Thôi bây giờ đó cũng công nhận chứ nó không có não đâu.
Ừ. Đi làm mà cả ngày 9 giờ về thì không còn não để mà học đâu, 10 giờ học nữa thì kiểu về 9 giờ á không có kịp làm gì hết trơn á là 10 giờ mất tiêu rồi. Chị
Lúc
công nhận
đó
không?
chỉ còn miệng để ngáp thôi.
Đúng rồi, mà lúc đó học đâu có vô, đang mệt học đâu có vô, dụ mình học buổi sáng thì mình còn vô chứ còn thôi không
Đến nhà
vô.
có con là cũng không học được đâu.
Dạ, ví dụ như là không có con đi, ở một mình đi, khỏe re á, thì học được.
Ừ.
Còn có con nữa, sao mà nổi, có con vô học rồi giống như bữa chị đang học con chị ói. Okay, so you will write four statements. Đầu tiên là mình sẽ summarize, mình tóm tắt nè. And then you will give me four statements. Starts with don't.
Đặc biệt đâu.
Bốn
À,
câu bắt đầu với don't.
câu đầu tiên đã đồng chồng rồi hả?
Don't. Yeah, don't.
À, about uh, about
Summarize, mình summarize.
meeting about meetings in promptly don't don't wear denim or shorts uh, uh, for don't don't wear denim or shorts and don't
Don't. Don't
don't
put
put on don't put our phones on original mode
o-
if you
original mode là gì chị?
là cái tức là nếu mà dùng phone là phải
Ah,
bật
you
nó ở
need
chế
to put
độ
it.
riêng.
Mình nói đơn giản là don't take any calls or using your phone during the meeting. Mm.
Ok, ok.
Don't use your phone. Don't take any calls during the meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
And if yes, cái này đã bao gồm cái nghĩa don't accord rồi. Ok. And cái gì nhỉ? Hết rồi. Please treat everyone of first name
First
basis.
name
And
basics.
don't for the last name.
Not exactly. Thật ra thì có nghĩa là cái này nó nghĩa là treat them with the first on a first name basis, nghĩa là having a close personal relationship where each person addresses the other by their first name. Nghĩa là um, kiểu cũng biết nhau á nhưng mà vẫn có một cái sự sao ta? Um, it's not as formal as it seems it should be. Nghĩa là first name basis nghĩa là Treat everyone first name. Bình thường khi mà chị nói chuyện trong trong tiếng Anh á thì mình sẽ có hai cái là last name và first name, đúng không nè? Vậy thì nếu như mà mình dùng last name nghĩa là nó sẽ khá là xa cách, không phải là nó xa cách nhưng mà nó sẽ không có thân. Thì nếu như mà
Ừ.
dùng cái last name là cái tên nó cái tên thay vì mình bình thường mình sẽ gọi nhau là cái họ, bây giờ mình sẽ dùng cái tên, nghĩa là nó sẽ thân thiết hơn. Cho nên mới nói là hãy cư xử với mọi người một cách rất là thân thiết, một cái mối quan hệ thân thiết. Thay vì là mình ở bển hay gọi nhau bằng cái họ, nhưng mà nếu như mà gọi bằng cái tên á, nghĩa là rất là thân á, thì có nghĩa là treat everyone with on a first name basis, nghĩa là hãy cư xử với họ như là một một cái người bạn thân. Bạn thân thì mới gọi nhau bằng cái tên được, bình thường ở bển nó sẽ gọi là bằng họ. Ok, ví dụ như là Michael Jackson thì nó sẽ hay gọi là Mr. Jackson, người ta sẽ không gọi là Mr. Michael. Cho nên nếu như mà được gọi là Michael nghĩa là thân với nhau. Ok, nghĩa là hãy cư xử
Ừ.
niềm nở thân thiện, thân thiết với nhau, gọi nhau bằng tên đó chị. Ok,
Ừ.
và mình có thể nói là don't be too distant, đừng tỏ ra khoảng cách quá. Don't be too distant, don't be too cold. Okay, okay, okay. So, can you summarize this meeting? Can you summarize this meeting? Adequate, summarize the adequate guidelines. Chị sẽ tóm tắt lại các cái hướng dẫn phép tắc lịch sự cho cái buổi họp mặt quốc tế này. Okay.
Ừ.
Summarize the meeting etiquette.
About the meetings are in promptly. promptly. We
Mhm.
have some things uh, which you have to do. The first, you have to care about your business schedule.
Mhm.
Uh, Schedule or such as no tie or jacket, uh, but no name or short please. The
Mhm.
second, uh, the second, uh, we we don't talk or
À,
call.
we don't use our
We
phone.
don't use
Mình don't
your
talk là nó
phone.
không hợp lý.
We don't use the phones or take a call during the meeting. And if and the last one, if you if if you can, I think you should call everyone by their first their first name basic.
Mhm. Mhm.
uh,
Okay.
and about and let's enjoy with the food. uh, let's enjoy the food because the food is international style. uh, Music with provide non-meat option.
Nghĩa là đồ ăn
International.
nào nó cũng sẽ có một cái món đó là không
Không
không có
có
thịt
thịt,
đó chị ha.
không có
Ví dụ
thịt.
như là cái bánh đó thì một bên là sẽ là bánh có thịt, một bên sẽ là cái bánh không, để cho người ta có thể ăn được. Ok.
The food is international style, and if your style is meat, you can choose. You can choose. But if you are a vegetarian, you don't need you can choose the non meat option.
Mhm. Okay. All right. So, that's still long. I need to summarize one. Okay, so for the summarize, we could say this. Please arrive before the meeting. Do not be late. Dress is business casual. However, no denim or shorts. And please do not use your phone. If you have to use it, go out to the corridor. And note is to treat everyone with kindness. Treat them, call them by their first name. And the food is we had a variety, wow, range of food. So, but if you still have some dietary requirement, please speak to Mrs. Something. Done. That is the summarize, okay? Mình chỉ nói ngắn gọn thôi, mình không cần phải kể chi tiết ra, mình chỉ cần nói cái ý thôi chị ha. Ví dụ như cái ý đầu tiên là hãy đến kịp giờ họp. Please arrive promptly for meetings, nghĩa là hãy đến kịp cái giờ buổi họp, thì mình thể nói là do not be late. Đừng đến trễ, do not be late, đúng không nào? Rồi câu thứ hai là dress is business casual, nghĩa là cái đồ thường công sở thôi. No ties or jackets required, nghĩa là không có yêu cầu phải có cà vạt hay là áo khoác. Tuy nhiên mình thích mặc thì cũng được, bởi vì nó không required, nhưng mà nó không phải là nó cấm. And however, no denim or shorts, tuy nhiên là không mặc quần jeans hay là quần ngắn. Please, women should feel free to wear slacks. Slacks ở đây hồi nãy á, em dịch thử slacks là cái gì? Trên Google dịch nó dịch là quần lọt khe, xong em nói cái gì vậy trời? Em nói ủa, xong cái em phải dịch là slacks meaning, cái em mới hiểu là là cái quần tây á chị, quần tây á. Trời ơi, vậy mà trên Google dịch nó để là quần lọt khe, cái em mới nói "Ủa, cái gì vậy ta?" Thì kiểu nói là phụ nữ thì cứ thoải mái mặc quần quần tây. And please refrain from making or taking calls. Xin hãy ngưng việc gọi điện hay là nghe máy. Or texting during meetings. Put all phones on vibrate mode. Hãy mở chế độ rung. And if you have an urgent call, please step outside into the corridor. Nếu như có cuộc gọi khẩn cấp thì hãy đi ra ngoài hành lang để nói chuyện. And note is please treat everyone on a first name basis. Hãy cư xử với họ bằng cái quy tắc thái độ kiểu như là cho những người gọi nhau bằng tên tên thật ha. And food is international style, đồ ăn thì nó là cái phong cách quốc tế, cho nên là all meals will provide non-meat options. Tất cả những cái ừm, món nó đều có cung cấp cái lựa chọn là không có thịt, no meal options. So if you have a special dietary requirement, please speak with Miss Ponthep at the front desk. Nếu như mà bạn có một cái chế độ ăn kiêng đặc biệt, cái nhu cầu chế độ ăn kiêng đặc biệt, thì hãy nói với cô Ponthep ở cái quầy tiếp tân. And see the attachment meeting agenda for advanced learning planning, nghĩa là hãy xem cái lịch cuộc họp này, để cái danh sách, nghĩa là cái kế hoạch cuộc họp này để mà có thể chuẩn bị trước, advanced planning. So here we have something. Is there any words that you don't know? Is there any words that you wanna ask? Like
No.
no? Okay. All right.
Um,
Okay, so discussion. Why do you think roll on paper international feels is necessary to tell participants about the meeting and etiquette? What could happen if the company didn't clarify expectations? What do you think roll on paper international feels is necessary to tell participants about the meeting etiquette? And what could happen if the company didn't clarify expectations? What would happen?
I think the company have to know have to notice about some rules
Mm-hmm.
for participations before they join the meeting. If someone who make some wrong things,
Mm-hmm.
some wrong things, the meeting will be will be will be will
Will
be
be.
bad. Bad.
It's like okay, if we didn't tell them beforehand, it may have some misunderstanding. Um, it's like sometimes like about the dress code. Ví dụ như là về cái quy định mặc quần áo đi. About the dress code. I think that if they didn't tell them in advance, they could wear some shorts or denim. I think the denim is pretty like a very casual thing. You know, like you're gonna wear some like blue jeans and white shirts.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they don't tell them in advance, they would wear that. But it's not a big thing. It's not a big deal. But it's just like it's not good for an international meeting. So that is one thing. And the second one, I think that um sometimes people forgot to put their phones on vibrate mode. And
Mm.
if like during the meeting like they are talking and then like the phone just rings and then like it's gonna cause some like some trouble, like they're gonna feel very bad because their phones interrupt the entire meeting. And the last one is to know to tell everyone to treat people on the first name basis, is to make them closer to each other, to make them feel more welcome. Yeah, I think so. And about the food is very important because people they have allergies, and some people they are a vegetarian, and some people they are on a diet, and they have a very different ways to eat, how they consume food. So I just think that this meeting etiquette is a very good thing. I think it's a thing that every company should send their participants before it happens, before any meeting happens, so that it could run smoothly. Do you think so?
Mm. Yes, and
Oh.
and uh, sometimes the phone uh, sometimes someone use the phone uh, during the meeting, and
Mm-hmm.
it's
It's
uh,
impolite.
implement for
Mm-hmm.
speeches. Yes.
Just imagine yourself being the one on the stage, like you're talking, and someone down there is like having a call, like hello and stuff, like talking while you're also talking. It's very impolite and it's rude, honestly. If I mean, like, I think that every human, everyone who has entered the meeting and they have the basic human decency, they would like turn off their phone. Me, like for me example, I mean like I would put it on like the vibrate mode or just do not disturb mode so that no one could call me, no one could interrupt me while I'm in the meeting. It's like it's a thing that I think that everybody knows, but just some people it's just not something that I know. It's just so weird, like they would let their phone ring during the meeting, which is something that I think that it's very impolite and very inappropriate and very rude to the speaker. Yeah, I think that about the phone thing, it's something that we don't need to tell them to remind them. I think that's something that everybody knows every time they are entered a meeting, right? But to some people, they don't know. Okay. Okay. Oh, what could happen if the company didn't clarify its petitions? Nếu như có gì có thể xảy ra nếu như công ty không có xác nhận về các cái yêu cầu của người ta, các cái mong muốn của người ta. What would happen? What could happen?
Meeting will not the meeting will not happen as they want.
Mm-hmm. They're
And
gonna, yeah, they're gonna take lots of time for, I mean, like, if in every 5 or 10 minutes someone has a call, it's gonna take lots of time to like get back on track. So I just think that, yeah, I think so. I think that this meeting etiquette is something that is very important. Okay. So next one. Now this is the photo story. So let's read and listen to a conversation between two participants at a meeting in Bangkok. Okay, so understand English speakers from different language backgrounds. So we have Teresa and Surak. Teresa is a Spanish speaker and Surak is a Thai speaker. Okay, so let's listen to them.
Read and listen to a conversation between two participants at the meeting in Bangkok.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Teresa Segovia from the Santiago office. Sawadee ka.
Where did you learn the why? You're Chilean, aren't you?
Sorry.
Yes, I am. But I have a friend in Chile from Thailand.
Well, sawadee krab. Nice to meet you, Miss Segovia. I'm Surat Likpai.
No need to be so formal. Please call me Terry.
And please, call me Surat.
Okay. Surat, do you mind my asking you a question about that, though?
Not at all.
Is it customary in Thailand for people to be on a first name basis?
Well, at company meetings in English, always. In other situations, though, people tend to be a little more formal. It's probably best to watch what others do. You know what they say, when in Rome.
Mm-hmm. Do as the Romans do.
Okay, so this is Teresa.
Tiếng Anh như hai thằng mọi nói chuyện với nhau. Nghe kịch ghê.
But it sounds so funny. It's like, wow, okay. So it sounds so funny. Oh, but I do know about the Sawadika. I mean, like, Sawadika. Okay, so this is Teresa and Surat. So, which one would you like to be? Would you like to be Teresa or Surat?
Teresa.
Okay, you be Teresa,
Yeah.
I'll be Surat. Okay, let's do this.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Teresa Segovia from Santiago office. Sawadika.
Okay, where did you learn the why? You're Chilean, aren't you?
Yes, I am. But I have a friend in Chile from Thailand.
Well, Sawadee Crab, nice to meet you, Miss Segovia. I'm Srak Lepai.
No need to be so formal. Please call me Terry.
And please call me Surat.
Okay, Surat, do you mind my asking you a question about that, though?
Not at all.
Is it first, is it customary in Thailand for people to be on a first name basis?
Well, at company meetings in English, always. In other situations, though, people tend to be a little more formal. It's probably best to watch what others do. You know what I say? When in Rome?
Do as the Romans do.
Okay. Thì cái mà when in Rome, do as the Romans do có nghĩa là nhập gia tùy tục á chị. Okay, yeah, nhập gia tùy tục nghĩa là đến Rome thì hãy làm như người Rome thì có nghĩa là nhập gia tùy tục. So, here is allowed, allowed,
Allow.
and this one is question.
Question.
And do as. So, okay, let's see. Thais greet each other with a gesture called the while, and by saying Sawadika women and Sawadika for men. Wow, okay. So this one is to think and explain. Let's answer the questions here, okay? Why was Surak surprised about the way Teresa greeted him? How do you know he was surprised?
Um,
Why was Surai surprised about the way Teresa greeted him? How do you know he was surprised?
uh, he so because he 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 didn't think that Teresa can say Thailand. Can say Thailand. Mm.
Like he didn't think that she could speak Thai.
Yeah.
Speak Thai. And how do you know he was surprised?
Um, he said that. Where did you learn the why?
And he's like, "You're Chilean, aren't you?" It's like, "What? You're Chilean? How do you know how to speak Thai and stuff?" Yeah. And why do you think Teresa decided to say Swadika? Swadika.
Uh, um, Teresa.
Why do you think Teresa decided to say Swadika?
Because it's it's a way it's the way for women when women greeting greet
Uh-huh. Okay. Or maybe she knew that Surat is a Thai, so she decided to say hello in Thailand to be more open to him.
Mm.
Okay. And what did Teresa mean when she said no need to be so formal? What what did Teresa mean when she said no need to be so formal?
Please, ah, please call me Terry.
Mm, no, I mean like what do you think she means? Nghĩa là chị nghĩ là câu nói là no need to be so formal nghĩa là ý của là sao? What does that mean?
She means please call her name by the first name.
Actually, it means like không cần khách sáo quá. You don't need to be very distant. We should be closer, like to be good friends more than just like colleagues.
Mm.
Không cần khách sáo. No need to be so formal. Không cần phải trịnh trọng quá. Just be casual. Cứ đơn giản thôi. Just be casual bình thường thôi. Okay? And what do you think like the saying when in Rome do as the Romans do mean?
It means it means you have to
To. You have to.
you have to do when
You have
you
to.
have to do the rules of the place where you come.
Mm-hmm. Like you have to follow
Live.
their culture where you are at. Like if you are um in America, you say hello, you're not gonna say xin chào, but like I just realized something. It's that we usually say hello more than we say xin chào. It's like we never say xin chào chị. We usually say hello chị, right? We say English a lot. Like I just realized that. Like people we are always like hello, hellos and stuff. We don't even say the actual Vietnamese word anymore. And just like wow. Okay. So now is the speaking is the personalization. So if you took a business or pleasure trip to another country, how would you like to be addressed? And let's complete the chart and then discuss and explain your reasons to your partner. So I would like to be called by my title and my family name always in some situations or never. What do you
In
think?
some situations,
In
uh,
some situations, like in some meetings at the companies and stuff, right?
yes,
But not in like an informal situations. And by my first name,
my first name, my first name, always,
always, okay. By my nickname,
never,
never. I would prefer to follow the local customs.
in some situations.
In some situations, yeah, same. Me too. Okay, so let's talk about the questions. So, in your opinion, is it inappropriate for two people or of very different status, such as CEO and an assistant, to be on a first name basis? And explain.
Inappropriate for two people. The first name.
Where is my pen? My pen just disappeared.
With my opinion, um, mm,
What do you think? Do you think it's appropriate for two people from very different status, such as an CEO and an assistant?
It's I think it's okay with Vietnamese, but it's not okay for foreign.
Yeah.
Suppose in Japan, some people don't come together with their first name. It's okay with friends, but it's not all normal between the boss and the and an assistant.
Mhm.
Uh, I, I think it's dependent on country.
Mhm.
Yeah. Not
It's like it is a normal thing for Vietnamese to call each other by our first name,
yes.
but it's not a normal thing for other countries, such as like Korean or China or
America.
America. Like people usually use their last name, but we never use our last name. Like nobody would call me like Miss Tung. No, we would never call that. So it would be weird. It would be weird. So I think it's because we have like a different country thing. That's why it's very much different from us to call each other like by our like last names and stuff. It'll be weird. Okay. So in
Now
general.
I'm using my husband last name.
Yeah, I know. Like
Mm,
if you are married and you will use your husband's last name.
yes.
And even like in America, like they would stop using their maiden name. Maiden name là tên thời con gái chị ha. Thì con gái tên khác nhưng mà tới hồi lấy chồng thì sẽ có tên khác. So it's just very much different, you know. And then like in general, when do you think people should use first names with each other? And when should they use titles and last names and explain your reasons?
I think two situation uh, for this case. Uh, for the for the job, we have to use the last name.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, ah, for the, we use the last name for the job. The first time when we meet someone,
Mm-hmm.
and we use the first name, the first name uh, when we talk with friends or family members.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or like in some cases, like in courtroom, we need to use our titles and our last name. But in places like formal, like talking to your friends, we don't need to use them. We just need to use our last name. First name, I'm sorry. I think it's because our culture is very different. So it's not a big deal to us. But so what is your name in Japan?
Watanabe. Watanabe is a family name.
Oh,
Yes, and
okay.
I mix between Watanabe and
Oh, okay,
Hoàng Anh,
cool.
Hoàng Anh. Be on Anh, and my family name is Lê, and I
Oh,
switch it to Watanabe, and now
wow.
and now client and the company's people call me Watanabe. And
Oh, okay. How about your son? What is your son's name?
his son is Watanabe Yasto,
Oh, okay.
and
So
his nationality is Japan.
Japanese? He's a
Yes,
Japanese.
yes.
So, about his passport. Does he have like two
Yeah,
passports?
his
Like one is
passport is
Japanese, one
Japan.
is Vietnamese?
No, no, no. It's the Japan's rules.
Uh-huh.
Uh, is you cannot take two passports.
Really?
Yes, it's a different from America or some country.
Yeah, some other countries I see that one person they have like four passport.
Yes,
Like yeah, they have like four passports, but like for Japanese they can only have one.
yes.
Weird. I mean,
Vietnam too.
oh, Vietnamese?
Yes,
Really?
Vietnamese also.
I didn't know that. I thought that okay, I heard that the Australian passport has a very high values.
Yeah, yes.
And like what else? Canadian maybe?
Canadian, Canadian.
Maybe. I don't remember, but it's like Australian and American and like Russia? Russia?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, or German. Yeah, their values are very high, while the Vietnamese passports is somewhere down there. I
North
don't know.
Korea.
Yeah, it's just not on their top of the head. Okay, so today we have learned about how to make some small talk. And next time, this Friday, w- 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 oh, okay, this Friday, we are gonna learn about also make small talk, but we have some tag questions, câu hỏi đuôi này chị. This one is pretty easy. Kiểu như là, bạn làm rồi đúng không? You did it, didn't you? Okay, so it's pretty easy. But right now, we still have some spare time. So what do you want to do? Do you want to do some listening one or do you want to do some speaking one?
Listening.
Okay, listening. Okay, let me just look it up. Okay, let me share this for you. Okay, so here is recent actual test. Bài mới đây luôn chị. Let's see. Okay, this one. Okay, so this one you will write no more than two words or or a number. Không viết nhiều hơn hai từ hay là nghĩa là một là một từ, hai là vừa một từ một chữ, hai là một chữ. Okay. So about this tourism survey, một cái khảo sát du lịch thì mình sẽ có name, Robert, Goddard, and destination Melbourne. First time visit Melbourne, and let's see what is it. Is it a first time? And best thing about the country, and favorite attraction, cái điểm đến ưa thích, and 4 is the destination's dining options, lựa chọn ăn tối. Đó là what is it of food and method of transport, phương thức di chuyển. Thì to destination, đến cái địa điểm này sẽ đi by cái gì ha? Age group nghĩa là cái nhóm độ tuổi. Sau đó là income level, cái mức độ thu nhập, cái mức thu nhập, and purpose of visit, lý do ghé thăm on business, đó là đi công tác, và lý do thứ tiếp theo là gì cho em, và occupation, nghề nghiệp của người này là gì. And writer for a travel magazine and also another job. And opinion about accommodation, ý kiến về cái chỗ ở này thì như thế nào. Okay, so are you ready? Mình sẽ viết
Yes.
sẵn cho em 10 số ra ha, xong rồi mình sẽ viết nó sẽ nhanh hơn. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so let's listen to it.
Section 1. You will hear a telephone conversation between a travel company employee and a customer. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. An example which has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
Hello?
Hi, good morning. This is Talia from Parrot Bay Travel Agency. Is Robert Goddard there?
Yes, speaking.
The man says that he is Robert Goddard. So, Robert Goddard has been written in the space. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because You will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Hello?
Hi, good morning. This is Talia from Parrot Bay Travel Agency. Is Robert Goddard there?
Yes, speaking.
I'm so sorry that I made such an early phone call, and I'm calling to ask a few questions about your most recent vacation. Could I have 5 minutes of your time?
Sure thing.
Great, thanks. Now, I see here that you visited Melbourne. Was this your first visit to Melbourne?
No, I have actually been there twice before.
I see. Now, what would you say was your favourite part about Melbourne?
Well, I did like seeing the exotic wildlife, and there are great sights to see, but I have to say I was most impressed by the amazing weather.
Yeah, the weather there is amazing. Which of the sites listed as part of our official tour did you see? And of those, which was your favourite?
First I saw the theatre, which was beautifully designed. It was not nearly as cool as the town hall, though. The building is a huge part of Melbourne's history, definitely my favourite. I saw the aquarium too, but wasn't too impressed.
I see. Yes, people often have great reviews of Town Hall. Now, I would like to ask you about your dining experience. Did you enjoy the food there?
Absolutely, I loved it.
I'm glad to hear it. Could you tell me a little bit about what you most enjoyed about the food?
Being such an international city, I loved the variety. I could find any type of food I wanted, whether I wanted seafood, burgers, or anything else. You name it, and they had it.
Did you drive to Melbourne?
No, I flew. I thought about going by train, but in the interest of time, I decided to go by plane.
Right, I see.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have
Or
some time to look at questions 6 to 10. Questions 6 to 10.
And would you mind telling me whether you are under 20, between the ages of 20 and 40, or older than 40?
It would be nice if I was still under 20. My vacation probably would have been quite different. Actually, though, I just turned 41 last week.
Oh, happy birthday. So, did you treat yourself and fly first class?
No way. I would love to have a budget that high. I'm more in the mid-range income level. I wasn't always, though. I spent much of my life in a low-income household.
I see. That answers my next question then, of income level. And what was the purpose of this visit?
I had to go there on business a lot before and decided I would go there for tourism this time.
I see. And what is your occupation?
I am mainly a computer programmer. I also write for a travel magazine on the side, which is why I visited Melbourne before, but it's not my main source of income.
I see. Wow, it sounds like you work a lot.
Yes, I am very busy, which is exactly why I took a nice week-long vacation to Melbourne.
I completely agree. Would you care to comment on your accommodation?
My hotel was a good value. Staying in the city can get really expensive, so it was nice to find such a good price for the location and quality. I'm glad I didn't end up in some cheap motel in the middle of nowhere.
I'm glad you didn't either. Well, thank you for taking part in our survey, and I'm glad you enjoyed your vacation.